Okay. So as discussed, as we have discussed so far, so we have one more session that I will take it on interview preparation, and you got all the material. Okay, and then project point of view, we'll have one kickoff session, and then we will have other 5 more sessions. Okay, on project, including manual and automation. Okay, so that is the plan, and today I have the project with me, and which I will discuss with you. And what I would suggest is, so today I will leave you with the 2 homeworks. Okay, so end of the today, I'll give a small automation. I will give an automation task, so that I just want you to brush up your automation things and come. And also I will give you a manual task. Okay, where I will give an access to a tool called TestRail. I think you may know about it, but I will give an access to that. In that I want you to write at least 10 functional test cases. Okay, so I'll give you a small automation task, and I will give you a manual task also. So I want you guys to complete the task and come back to me by Wednesday.
That means 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later. Day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this session is getting recorded. The first thing is, first thing is, in this live project, the first thing is, you will need to get a documentation. Okay. As a project, we have one project which is ongoing. So that project, we will give it to you. So the first thing that I will give is, I will hand over the documentation. Okay. And see, guys, this 2 hours, you just sitting half an hour, 1 hour with me will not give you the whole holistic view of the project. I will give a documentation, and I want you guys to spend a lot of time, okay, on this documentation, try to understand what is the whole application. And also I will give the application access, okay, so that you guys can go and do some exploratory testing. Okay, and finally I will give a task, okay, a small task for you on the same application, which is on automation side, and I want all of you to perform the task and come by Wednesday. Okay, so it is just for me to understand what level you are, and it is also for you to just brush up your skills and come back to me, so that and on Wednesday I won't be available. Actually, I asked for one of the other faculty, but even that faculty is busy, so I had arranged one more faculty for you. So from Wednesday onwards, we will have a different person who will be dealing with this, and he will spend more time. So what is the timings from Wednesday is, from Wednesday, I arranged someone, and what he will do is from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. This is available time. Okay, so
sorry, 3 p.m. will be difficult for us. So Subhash.
Yes, actually that's true.
I'm
It is,
sorry.
yeah, it is very difficult. 1:30.
okay, let's do 2:30 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want, you can start 1 to
1 to
2:30.
Yeah,
2:30.
1 to 2:30. Yeah.
No, he is not available. I also asked for that, but he is not available. Okay.
Because
Yeah. Okay. So Friday we will have this one, and again Monday this thing, and next Tuesday, sorry, Wednesday. Okay, this one. So around 1, 2, 3, one more. Okay, by Friday. So by next Friday, this is your timings. Okay. So this will be the plan. Okay. So next, you can see here by end of next week, you will be able to complete this manual automation project, including the test case writing, execution, fault finding, all these things. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a plan, okay? Because my point of view, I had looking for some other guy for this, and I got it. So from Wednesday he will start. Okay.
Yeah.
So today's task. So the plan for today's task is very simple. The first thing is, as I said, I will give a documentation and I will give application access. Okay, and also test rail access. Okay, so that you people can go and write test cases, because any project you should have manual and automation also. So manual point of view, whenever you join a project, first of all, you need to watch out for documentation, understand what it is. And also you have to go to the access the application so that you can do this exploratory testing, so that you understand what is exploratory testing, guys. Anyone can give any idea about what is exploratory testing?
Exploratory testing means one tester, when he entered in the middle of the project, he need to understand all the documentation and he need to follow the test cases. I know my knowledge is like that. I don't know how much it is correct.
Yeah. What about remaining people?
Without having the
Yeah.
documentation, doing the test cases, just going through the application and just exploring the features and doing the testing without having any documentation.
As a being as a point of end users, go through the applications and explore yourself about the field, the applications, how does it look, what are the functions you can access, and all sort of things, doing it manually, functionally.
Okay. 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 What about Rupal?
In exploratory testing, we don't need much documentation. It's a tester experience. It's depend on experience of testers.
No. That's not
No.
exploratory testing. No.
Okay.
Not okay. Okay. What about? Okay, who haven't answered? Rupa.
I've just answered, Sridharan.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm just
that's okay.
okay.
That's okay.
Rashmi.
Yeah, it's Reshma actually. Okay, it's basically when you are just given an application, you just have to go through everything. You are not aware of anything at all, just to find out how the application works, and as per what your understanding is. No test cases or nothing will be available. Basically, just go through it and try to find out how it basically works.
Perfect. Okay. Nice. Okay. Good, guys. That is very nice. So the first thing is I will give the documentation. Just I'll give overall idea of what it is. Okay. So the application that we are talking is a healthcare application. And this application is an application which helps any kind of hospital all over the world, any kind of hospital to manage their whole bookings, from starting from booking and going to doctors, and from doctors writing some kind of information and getting the what calls consultation outcome and maybe prescriptions. Everything is there. So it's like an end-to-end solution for a complete hospital. Okay, and hospital include patients, doctor, and vendor is nothing but your pharmacy, and also we have the admin, okay, which is running the whole hospital. So we have an application. It is an application which we are developing it, and it is going through. We got few clients, but the main thing is we are developing it to make sure that it is all good. So we are in almost initial phases. So the whole documentation is here. I'll share this documentation for you. So this application is an electronic e-consultation, which was done keeping the doctor and customer. So customer, it means it is a patient. So it's an interaction between the patient's doctor and the hospital. So the whole, I mean, it is that kind of application which is basically kind of backed up by mobile application. So it have mobile application and it got a admin panel, which is nothing but the whole backend system of it. So basically the apps are almost there, it's all tested, but the main thing is the actual backend, which is the admin panel, is what to be tested. So I want you guys to test the backend application and see the backend application is good, which is a web application. And also I want you to automate that application if wherever possible, so that if you're adding new features, then it will be help us for regression purposes. Okay, so that is an application, and what this application will have is, it got, as I said, it got multiple phases, but only thing that I want you to concentrate for now is this admin panel, which is nothing but the panel, which is the web application, which have all the information, and it manages the whole app. Okay, so this documentation I'll give, but don't, you have to go through the documentation only, then only you'll understand. But don't just jump straight away into questions. I want you to go through the application. And as I said, it got mobile application phase as well, but that is all freezed and tested. So what I want you guys to do is, I want you to concentrate on the admin part, okay, which is nothing but our dashboard view. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now just go to the application documentation. But what mainly that I want you to do is, it got different modules. So left hand side, you can see here different modules. So the modules are nothing but, you can see here, it is kind of customized application. It is being like, it is an e-com application, but we are trying to modify that e-com application to a doctor application. So there may be some words here and there, but still we are in the development mode. Okay, so please try to keep that in mind. So basically here you can see here we got order management, which is nothing but our booking management. So basically what happens is, the patients can book somebody's time, and that booking there's a payment gateway behind it. So basically patient booking is the main important module for this application. Okay, and then how it works is, so you can see here, I'll give the documentation, but in reality what I want you to do is, there is a link which we have, which for us. So this is for our point of view, this URL is called K. Let me check what is that link. K. Let me check it. Okay, so I will give the link to you. Here. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get the link. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll give that link to you. I want you guys to spend some time and try to spend some time and explore the application as well. For that, I will give the whole details. Give me a second. Care Health, KARE. Where is the link? Care Health. Oh, it is something used by Selenium. 1 second. Is it wrong browser? Yeah. Okay, this is the one. Okay. See here, guys. This is a URL, which this also I will give it to you. So what I want you guys to do it is explore this application. So here you can see here we got some statistics and some information here. Okay. So right now we don't want you to do any end-to-end testing, but I want you to do a kind of regression testing, which means that just try to test it itself. Okay. So what we want to do is you can see here, you can actually play around with the application, which is nothing but our play around, nothing but creating some data and playing around. So just for an example, okay, you can see here we got multiple modules here. Okay, can you see these modules, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are the modules that you can see here?
Admin, app setting.
Labels, inventory, booking, customers, delivery boys, vendors, doctors.
Okay, the lot. Okay, so all of you have a lot of work to do. So basically what I want you to do is I want to make sure that a panel itself is working. So anything that you can see here, every panel, every page will have the major functionalities. Like example here, you can create a data. Means example, you can create one more administrator. Okay, so that information is there in the documentation as well. So, but because I know I'm just creating example, I'm creating one more admin because in my office, example, I'm a hospital. I have admitted a couple of admin people in my office hospital to manage the whole process. So whenever a new person came, example today in our case we got Reshma, okay, and I will put her full name. Reshma, what is your full name?
Patil, Patil.
Okay, and if you want, you can upload the image. But again, this is because you need to do a testing. You can't just leave them. Okay, you may have to test it, but for now, just for the playing purpose, you can create something like this. So I'm creating something like some password. What password I will put? Tell me your password, Reshma. What you want to keep?
Patil 1014.
Okay, I got your banking password now. 1014. So okay, so PATAL 1014. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so I think I will forget. Let me put it. Okay, so admin user. Reshma. 1014, right? Okay, that is the password. Okay.
Yeah.
The role, administrator, permissions, you can see here. This is all I want you to test also. Okay, this is how the testing starts. You have multiple permissions. So example, I just give a permission to dashboard and just to view, not editing, and submit. Okay. Example, I created this user. You can see here, the user is created, and you can see that user is created. Okay. Now go to the list and check that whether user is created. Okay. So can you see that Reshma is created here?
Yes.
The role is fine, administrator.
Yes.
Okay. So now I would suggest log out and log in as the has her. Now Reshma. This is exactly why I always put the data. Patil 1014 login. Okay. See, now I can log in. So the first test case is like the main test is passed, and now I should not be able to. What is that role I had created? I should
You should not able to edit.
You should not be able to edit.
Edit, yeah.
Edit, yeah. I can't. Okay, let's see if I can submit. Let's check it. Oh, this is a different thing I'm looking. Okay, let me check. I think you got a default image, so that's fine. So this is one default image, you got it. So your ID is this, your password is encrypted. View, continue editing. So see, there is something like continue editing. Okay, we had kept view, continue editing. So okay, let me check how it goes. I'm just trying to see how these things work. So I can normally edit, but continue creating, continue editing. Okay, so let me check 1 second. But what panel we are talking about? Continue creating, administrator permission. You got a dashboard permission. Okay, let me check. Let me check user setting, authentication management dashboard. Okay, so okay, let me check the doctor's thing. Okay, can you create a doctor? There you can create doctor. You got a submit option. That's fine. Okay, reset and check it. So now it may be a bug, but again, that is the exploratory thing. Okay, basically you should not be able to edit. Maybe I think you can edit your stuff. Reset it, submit it, delete. Okay, no, you should not be able to do that. So that may be a bug. So if something like that found, you can do it. Like you can raise it. So that is one thing. Yeah, tell me.
No, so if I am logged in as myself, then I should be able to edit my continue editing should be open for me to do it, right? Because it's my login, and I'm trying to edit something in my details. That should be possible, isn't it?
Yeah, yours is fine, but I tried remaining, but for the remaining also it is happening actually. Okay, that is
Okay.
what I am trying to see. So the only thing is just trying to see this continue editing, this functionality. I'm not sure actually. That is the thing, because normally normally permissions point of view, let's do one thing. So this can be a bug, but again we need to do a lot of analysis of this. But however, what I will do for her is, instead of this, let me actually give the permission only for login. Okay, and now administer permissions for login. Just to submit and see what happens. Okay, now that's all fine. Now if I log out and log in, see what happens. Okay, log out and log in. Okay, like that. See, I'm telling this is how you need to spend your time to investigate the things. Okay, but that can be a potential bug, but 90% those things need a little bit more insight into the knowledge. Okay, you can't
Yeah,
just say, oh, this is a bug. So you should have it a little bit more knowledge. So that's the reason why you have to investigate. But
but
it
that
is
John one is that one is called bug or no? When you open John one,
Mhm.
and it is not updated, created something in there on the bottom down. Yeah, you created it, updated it. They didn't mention any date or anything.
No,
But
this is not a field that you will manage it. It is coming from starting. It may be a default data.
yeah, but
Okay.
Reshma one, it's appeared. Yeah.
No. See, that you cannot say. Okay, see, it is
Okay.
coming for a few things. It is coming for few. That may be a default data.
Okay. Okay.
So we can't do.
Mhm.
But if it is example, that's a good point. If you create one more user and if that data is not coming, then that can be a bug. Okay, but default data we can't actually do it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, the permissions point of view, I think we may a few things we are able to edit, few things we are not able to edit. So that can be one thing which may need to keep it aside. Okay, like that. I want each of you to go to each and every individual see here. Oh, there may be some more complexity, but I don't want to go right now everything. You also don't too much go into permission because it looks complicated module. But my point of view, go into other modules like labels, example labels. So you can see here there are few labels, and these labels, example, see here, there may be some modules which you cannot create you can't create it, because labels may be something which is coming from the app. And example, brand is something that you can create. Example, you want to sell a Calpol or paracetamol tablet. Okay, so this is something that you can add it. So like that, there are few modules which you can actually create and play around, few module which are read only. So whatever read only, you can go and search, you can test the filtering stuff and other things. And for the other thing which you can create and edit data, you can go and play around. Okay, so like that, I want you to explore the application, and I will give each and every person one module. so that you people can go and explore that module instead of everybody doing everything. Okay, is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so like that, there are a lot of module. Example, doctor. Doctor is nothing but list of doctors who can actually create. So what if example I have given for Reshma doctor module, she can play around. Okay, where example one test case will be filling the doctor details without any qualification, and filling the doctor with invalid email, and then you create a doctor, log out and log in. But I think this is not a doctor panel, so you won't be able to do that. That's for the app level, but at least for this point of view, you create a doctor and see if the doctor is coming in the list. Okay, like that, and then you can edit a doctor, you can delete a doctor, and see those things are working. So like that, I want you to explore, but don't test everything right now. Don't think that, okay, sir had given 2 days, I test everything. It's not like that. Don't jump into those kind of things. I want you to follow a process. Okay, the process is nothing but I want you to kind of understand the application and write the test cases. Okay, so that is one of the important part where I want you to write the test cases. Okay, so you can go to this thing, you can do exploratory testing, and then you write the test cases. Okay, so test case writing, where you have to write, I had created a beautiful tool for you. Once you complete the class, give me the your emails, I will give it to you. But you can see here there is something called test trail. So did you guys know about what is test trail before?
We just know that it
Oh.
is something like Jira. We haven't had a look at it yet. It wasn't showed to us.
But I'm showing you right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now example, see here. Okay, I'll do one thing. This is something called example project. Okay, I'll not do anything, but I will create a sample demo data project. Okay, let me just show you some sample project so that you will know how the whole test data will look like. Okay, there was one sample application which you can download, and it is, I'll show you how it look like. Okay, so I'm giving this access. You also can explore this tool, but don't jump away and don't say, okay, I don't understand anything. Not like that. Again, you need to explore. So you can see here, example, if you want to add a test case. Okay, see here, there is an option where you can add a test case and do that. So okay, let me just show you something. So this is a demo data. Okay, I want you guys to go and have a look. Example, what happens, see here, in a typical company, you will have multiple releases. Release 1, release 1.1, smoke test, release 1.12. So normally what happens is you will have a milestone. Milestone is nothing but a specific release. Milestone is nothing but you are actually, 1 second guys, 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, we got a release. So milestone is nothing but example. Your company is doing a release this week. So you can see here we got multiple release. Example, you go to release 2. Nothing is in release 2. That's not release 1. So this is like a sample data for you people to go and play around. So example, I'm doing a release 1, and see I have three test suits. One is all the browsers, one is new features, one is just regression. So they had a kind of 3 suits. In this suit number 1, browser testing, you can see here they had created 5 test suits. In this test suit, you can see here they had clearly mentioned that testing all of them on Chrome. So this is like a testing the something on a Chrome. And while doing the testing, you can see here few tests are passed, few tests are not tested, few tests need to be retested, and few tests are not tested, and some tests are blocked, and some tests are failed. Okay, so like this, when you actually do an execution, you will have multiple results. Example, see here. I mean, it is all Greek and Latin. Don't worry about the language, but you can see here the test was for this specific run, the test was failed. Okay, so I want you guys to explore this. I don't want to rush everything at one point. Explore this sample data so that you will understand how the different testing process. And this is exactly what you have to tell in the interviews. If they ask you how do you do a testing, you have to say that we do we have a test rail. In that we will create a release. In this release, we will plan different types of testing. So this is called browser compatibility. This is functional testing. This is regression testing. So in regression testing, you will select all the old features. In functional testing, you can see here, this is the new features. You can see here 73 test cases are passed here. So here all over you have, like, you know, if you want to go, you can see here total there may be around 73 test cases, and then few are passed, few are failed. So like that, this particular test execution is still in progress. So it is like a something in progress. And then they have around 1920 test cases. So it is a big project. But for us, we will hardly get 200, 300 test cases. But you can see how it goes. And I want you guys to do that for our application as well. Okay, going forward, not now, but going forward as a part of manual testing, I want you people to write the test cases like this. If you want, you can go and see example how the test cases are written. It was written like this. Some test cases will have expected results. Some test cases will not have too much of details. Example, see here. Don't worry about what it is there, but it is just how it see precondition steps. So try to learn.
These test cases are for which module?
No, this is not. This is some dummy data, sample data, not for our project. This is something which is already there.
Okay.
On the care health one test cases where we need to share like we need to write on the notepad and we can share like that, or how?
No, for that I will create a project. Okay, that's what I will come. So I will create a project for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you are doing care health regression testing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll create it. But first of all, I want you to little bit spend time and explore that existing stuff. Okay. I can add a project straight away. Once the project is there, see here, we got the project here. And what will happen is, if you go to dashboard, you will see here our project. So normally where the test case will be written, see here, first of all, the main thing is for you to add test cases. Okay, so for an example, what normally I would like to do is, example, I will create different sections. Example, here we got admin section, and each and every section here in our module. Okay, where is our application? So typically every application, okay, admin is one thing, order management, labels, like this. So you can add a section called, okay, where is that? Add test case, where is section, add a section. I think we can add it here also. Okay, order management. Okay. Okay, you can see here that like this. So now coming to labels. Okay, like that we can create it. So for each and every person, now what happens is each and every person of you can deal with this. So shall I segregate your modules so that you people can focus on your modules?
Yeah.
Okay. So bookings, customers, vendors, doctors, booking customers. Okay. How many of you are there here in the class today?
Sorry, what is that?
Six of
Yeah,
six.
6. We are all
6. Okay. Okay. Doctors. One thing which will be very important is blood groups. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules. Okay. And now what I will do, I'll give I'll give access to one of you. So admin, I think because we started with Reshma, we'll give it to Reshma. Okay.
Yes.
Reshma, I will give that to you. So
Yeah.
I will give you the administration access. Okay. So here, I can give you. Okay. One thing I can do is once after this class, please send me. I will add all of you. Okay, so that you will get access. Then everybody will be able to. So once you got access, check your email. Go here. Here, there is this link. Don't click on demo. Demo, if you want, you can click. But go to here. Click on test cases. And now, when you add a test case, let me segregate this first. I'll show you how to add a test case. Order management, who want to take? Rupal?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and labels, Rupa? Okay, customers, who want to take? Indra?
Yeah.
Okay, Sangamitra. Okay, who else
Yeah.
left?
Punita left.
Punita.
Punita. Okay, these are your modules for now. You can get more modules, but just for 2 days, just keep this in your mind. And what I would want you to do is, example, if I am Reshma, okay, what I will do, there are 2 ways to add a test case. Number 1, click on this right hand side. So here, this is always a good thing. Click on add test case, and you can see something like this. Verify that admin can add one more admin. Okay, so it's like you can add one more admin. Okay, that is a test case. Like you can add it so that he can add. What is the precondition? Admin, super admin. Okay, think that super admin is already logged in. Now steps is go to admin section. Okay, write in detail. Add, click on plus button, and now add new admin with name, username, password. Okay, confirm password. Okay, you don't need to mention a data here, because if somebody else are doing, if they click on the same data, then it will be a problem. You can just ignore the data. Okay, and click on save. Log out. Okay, guys, can you put on mute, guys, please? Okay, admin, new admin you created, new admin user should be able to log in. Just for now, don't worry about permissions, just able to log in. So now after that, that is your simple test case. Okay. So now this test case is finished. You can see here, this test case will come here. See, for Reshma, one test case is here. And now you can add one more example. If I would normally say, because you added one more, verify that the password change of new admin should not work with old password. Okay, so you change the password for that person and now log out and log in as a new admin. Then what happens? You should not be able to log in. So I'm just like sudo, I'm writing it, but you can write the details. So like that, I want each of you to write minimum 10 test cases.
But only when you adding the test cases, it's only going Reshma page. How we can select other names?
Oh, good point. Yeah, you add here, very good. So here you can see here, we have section. Okay, example, if I am Rupa,
Okay.
I will select this section.
Okay. Then now I got it.
Rupa is a superstar, okay. Example, okay, just keeping it, we can delete that later, don't worry. So now see here, for Rupa, the test case came here. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jai
okay,
Shriram.
thank you.
So,
Sorry,
so Shriram, we will be using the documentation to support our test cases, right? We'll go through the documentation, see what is required, and accordingly we'll be preparing our test cases, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. But you also can explore, okay, because
Yes.
documentation, if you are, there are few things which is not everything, there may be some information which is missing in the documentation. Okay. Example here, who got doctor management? I think somebody got, right? So this is a really good information. You can go through this, and this screenshots will be the basis. But example, if you want, when you're creating a doctor, if you don't know what are the fields there, then that information may not be here. Okay, so that's like the acceptance criteria is here, but you don't have details. So you may go to the application. It is not like you are testing it, but just to get information. So example, if I'm Sangamitra, what I will do is I'll not do anything, but at least, oh, okay, so this is the fields. Oh, I need to put a qualification, I need to put all this information. So to get this information to write the test cases, you can go and just play around with the application. That's called exploratory testing. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
But you're not testing it. Don't whatever is working, don't test it. Just get information. If you're actually testing it, there's no point. Okay.
Yeah.
Write test cases for now and show to mentor next class. Yeah, tell me.
We can create
Yeah.
data, right? We can create data.
Yeah, you can create. You can play around. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can create it. Okay.
So
but
like for doctor, we can create, we can see, we can enter in fields, right? There's fields and we
yeah,
can submit.
You can submit it, but see, don't test it. See, you try to
Okay.
understand. Learn the application, but don't
Okay.
test it. Okay. If you're testing it, then that's the problem. You can do the testing when the actual testing phase comes.
Okay.
So just understand how many fields are there and write what will be the possibility of errors can come. We have to write that only. That's it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, because just seeing the bare documentation, you may not be able to write good test cases. You can still write it, but if you want to just to play around, you can go around. Go. Okay. Okay. Coming to the automation task, guys. Automation task. I will just do a very, very basic task. Okay. So this is an application. So what I want to do is I'll give the log. So the password is admin. Okay. So this is the document. So this is the login and admin and admin. Okay, is your even small letter admin. Okay, this is your username and password. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to write individually. I want you guys to log in. Okay, one thing I want you to create an automation test where we can log in. And now what I want you to do is listen carefully. I want to click on total orders. So there's something called this clickable. Click on total orders and verify that you are landing in the order page. Okay, so because on the dashboard, this is a green color panel, right? So click on anywhere in the green panel and you should land in the order page. Okay, and if possible, you can check if you want to do a little bit extra, then you can check that there is an order which is placed in the name of Saran. Okay, so first of all, check that you are landing in order page so that you are not seeing a blank page, which is kind of smoke test. But if you think that I can do extra, then you have to verify that whether Saran, a customer with the name Saran is available in the orders. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to step is login as admin. Click on total orders button in home page. Now verify user is in orders page. Now optional user is verify that a customer with the name Saran is has an order. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. So if you can do that small task, that's it. Okay, so that will give us a little bit indication that you people can do it by yourself, and you can use any technology you want. No page object model, don't worry, but I would suggest use Cucumber. That will be good. So try to use Cucumber, Selenium, IntelliJ, okay, and Chrome. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay.
We are familiar with Eclipse actually. Is it okay to just use Eclipse instead of IntelliJ?
Yeah, okay. Fine, absolutely. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys, and this documentation I will give. So, okay, so that is the kickoff session, guys. So hope it is clear. And do you have any doubts?
So to get access to the test trail, you need our email addresses, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so after the call, we can just send it on the ITH WhatsApp message, right?
Yeah, please.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Please, Sriram, share immediately this record also. We can follow something there.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, if you don't have any questions,